we touch
Tonight,
on whether you think
on this social
in a
league,
country such as Namibia, you can be a YouTuber full-time without something else on the side. Let's start with
your content. Don't put like don't put a title that is actually not
Clickbait.
yeah, clickable. Like yeah, a title that is actually you click on the title, but then when you watch the video, it's actually something totally different. So
just start. Start with what you have, and then you will
That's
grow from where you
That's
started.
important.
Yeah.
So for me, it's something similar to her. So basically, how I make content for Namibian YouTubers, I mean for Namibians, however, also catering for people abroad, is with Namibians, you kind of like give them a bit of yourself. So the village vlogs, the travel, local travel vlogs.
You create relatable content to Namibians, like content that is relatable to Namibians, but then that can also, you know, survive the international market. Because when it comes to YouTube, it's you don't only want to create content that Namibians will love. You want to create content that someone sitting in the US today can be like, oh my God, I love this video, like what we do here. Yeah.
That I'm not someone that's just out there trying to create content that everyone else is creating just because it's getting a lot of views or it's currently popping or people are into that. No, I need to make sure that what I produce basically aligns with who I am, what I believe in, and it's also content that I'm also willing to watch.
Yeah. Good day, viewers. Welcome to yet another fun-filled and exciting episode of your favorite show, that is, of course, The Social League. I am Hancho Kapofi, and I will be the moderator for today's discussion. Now, today in studio, we're talking about all things YouTube, so content creation, having YouTube as a full-time job, and just finding out a little bit of the ins and outs of what YouTubers get up to. To find out more about this discussion, stay tuned right after these. So I'm joined in studio by your favorite content creators, the ones that keep us busy throughout the holidays. You know, when we are bored, we're at home and we just want to watch something, not on Netflix, but on YouTube, and something a little bit at home. Then we, of course, look up these YouTubers. But I'm going to give them the liberty to introduce themselves. So why don't we start with you, Elizabeth?
Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Julube and I'm a YouTuber, so yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Kaino Awala and I'm a Namibian YouTuber. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Jormarie Otner, all things Jormarie.
Okay, all things Jormarie. Right, so let's start off with you, Elizabeth. When did this content creation journey start? When did you become a YouTuber? When did you just decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna stand in front of a camera and talk all day, you know? Yeah.
So I started YouTube last year in July, I think in mid-July. It was during the pandemic and everything. So because I'm into civil society organization and into like community work and all that. So I was like, why not, because I call myself a virtual community advocate. Yeah. So I was like, why not start a YouTube channel? So that's why I started a YouTube channel last year where I do documentaries and just sit-down interviews with young people.
Amazing. So, yeah. What about you, Kaino?
So for me, I started my channel in February 2021. That was last year. So there's actually a short story behind what inspired me to start this channel. It was during the time of COVID, and my sister used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and she would like tell me about the YouTubers, and I was not really interested. Like, I was not really a TV person, so I would watch with her sometimes here and there. But then later on, at the end of 2020, I was going through some personal problems, and I just needed something to distract me. So I was like, okay, why not maybe join my sister to with watching the videos and all that. And then I became interested. I was like, I think I can do this and all that. And she made a joke one day like, I think you can like start a YouTube channel. Then I was like, really? Do you think I can do this?
Yeah.
Okay, we just laughed about it, and then we left it. And then one day I just decided to take my phone and did a video of myself, and I showed it, and she's like, wow, I told you can do this.
Yeah.
And then I did the research, and then here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Love to hear that. What about you, Jormarie?
So I started my journey last year in May, so it's been exactly a year since I started.
Oh, congratulations. So tell us a little bit about what inspired your channel.
So what inspired my channel was just the fact that I would watch so many YouTubers, and
Yeah.
I wanted to see myself in such a space. I wanted to create content that other people could also watch and not just be watching Americans. So I wanted to kind of like create content that Namibians could also relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very important, creating relatable content. But I want to find out from you, content creators, how do you create relatable content to Namibians, like content that is relatable to Namibians, but then that can also, you know, survive the international market? Because when it comes to YouTube, it's you don't only want to create content that Namibians will love. You want to create content that someone sitting in the US today can be like, oh my God, I love this video, like what we do here. Yeah.
Okay, I think for me it's originality matters, because authenticity, because my content, because I do community documentaries and interview with young people, so I try to be original as much as possible. So content that other people can be able to watch, as people that are outside Namibia and as well as people that are also in Namibia, that they can relate to as well. So yeah, authenticity matters in my case.
Okay, like for me, I do travel and lifestyle and vlogs.
Yeah.
So, like the lifestyle part is just things that I do on a daily basis. Show like maybe when I go to the village, I show the people the village content, how people live in the villages, and also the traveling part. It's just showing like my country out there, like just for people to know my country too.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, it's something similar to her. So basically how I make content for Namibian YouTubers, for Namibians, however also catering for people abroad, is with Namibians you kind of like give them a bit of yourself. So the village vlogs, the travel, local travel vlogs. However, you don't just want to focus on that, because at the end of the day, people from other countries kind of have like a bigger influence on your YouTube career. So by creating content that other people watch, that other people would watch, like researching what is currently happening, trying to figure out what other people are doing, how you can make that your, how you can recreate those kind of videos to make them your own kind of videos. So to basically, how you can make those videos that you've kind of like researched, trying to figure out, make them your own, so that other people can actually enjoy them and not just Namibians, because at the end of the day, they contribute more to your YouTube career.
Amazing. I love to hear that you guys are you're not sleeping on your on your content creation. You're giving the Namibians what they love. And I think what I've realized with so many Namibians, or so many people in general, is that they love village content, because they want to see, oh, okay, this is how for example, what you've recently posted on your YouTube, this is the men's side of the Herero weddings. Because what we've seen on the Herero weddings is just the women's side. But you've got to show us a little bit of what happens on the men's side. I've learned a lot from that vlog alone, you see? All right, so could you tell us a little bit about the challenges that you face as YouTubers in a country such as Namibia? And also, can we touch on whether you think in a country such as Namibia, you can be a YouTuber full-time without something else on the side? Let's start with you, Jormarie.
I feel like YouTube has really grown over the years, and more Namibians are actually getting into it. And I've realized that we are being recognized more. Monetization has taken place. So I feel like, yes, you can definitely make it a full-time job, because I feel like we are investing so much into this career. So yes, you can definitely do that, because now we're getting monetized, we're getting recognized, so of course you can do that. And the challenges that I faced are just making sure that you create authentic content, not trying to basically be a follower and be a trendsetter. So those are basically one of those challenges that we are really faced with. And I must say, being a YouTuber is not the easiest thing, because you're constantly challenged with coming up with new content, coming up with things that have not been replicated before. So yeah, I feel like those are a few of the challenges that we face.
What about the challenges that you guys have faced, perhaps? Because I know, okay, for you, you create community content, maybe going out and filming people in the community. How do people take that?
Okay, it's not that easy, because you have to make people understand why you are taking the content, why you have to record. Because like when you are doing now the community, like the community documentaries, you first have to inform them before time that I'm coming to do this, I'm coming to record this and this, and I need you guys to, like, I just need you guys to be original and just to tell the truth and all this, and why you are recording the content and where the content is going to be posted and everything. And you just tell them also the advantage of you taking the video, of you doing the documentary. So it's just a matter of making them understand, but it's not that easy sometimes to also convince them. So, and I think that challenge is also that, like, having the proper equipment, because I do documentaries and I only use my phone, and then you also need proper sound. And sometimes, like now being in Katutura, and there's a lot of sound, there's a lot of like noise and everything, especially during weekends. So you have to take, like, to make sure that at the time when you're going to record, you don't have that much of a lot of background noise and everything. But yeah, it's a challenge. And also, like, a proper equipment for sound, and also just a proper camera and all this. Those are just some of the challenges that I usually face. So yeah.
What about you, Kaino?
Okay, for me, one of the challenges is vlogging in public. Like, you're holding your phone and people are looking, you're actually talking to yourself, and people are looking at you like, is this one mad? But you just encourage yourself and say, I know why I'm doing this. I want to create content for my channel, and you just go ahead and do that. And also another challenge is memory. Because I vlog with my phone, so sometimes there's no enough storage. You have to delete some apps, and then you just have, it's just too much. But then you just stick to what you have, and then in future maybe you can get a camera also.
I feel like, especially in regards to what you said about the storage, people tend to put pressure on you for uploading videos, but then it's like we don't always have storage. Literally.
You guys are putting our Namibian YouTubers under pressure. Every day it's you, please, we want a new video, I gave you something this weekend, tomorrow you already want a new video. But ladies and gentlemen, please do stay tuned, because after the break we touch a little bit into the successes that they have faced as Namibian YouTubers, and maybe they might have a thing or two for you in case you want to start a YouTube channel. So stay tuned right after these. Right, if you are just joining us, you're of course watching The Social League. I am Hashika Porfi, and today in studio I'm joined by Jormarie, Elizabeth, and Kaino, your favorite Namibian YouTubers, that is of course. And we, just before the break, we're touching on the challenges that they face as YouTubers. Those challenges being of course equipment, sound, as well as the storage that they just have on their phone, you know, because sometimes we as Namibians that love watching their content are always constantly pressuring them into releasing content for us. But I'd like for us to touch a little bit into the successes that you have faced as a YouTuber this far. So let's dive right into it. Perhaps we could start with you, Elizabeth.
Okay, so some of the successes that I actually came across when I started my YouTube channel, I think is that first when I released I did do documentaries earlier this year. So I did a documentary about a family that live in Okanja Park, about a single mom who actually lives with a fully disabled son. And so I did a documentary on that, and it received like a lot of attention. Like the child is 18 years old, but and he has been living in Windhoek for that 18 years, but then he doesn't receive any government grant, he doesn't have a wheelchair, and he lives really like in a deprived condition there in Okanja Park, and then they don't have a toilet and all this. So I just released that documentary, and it received a lot of attention, and then the councillor also came forward also just to comment on that, and then Nanso came forward to donate food, clothes and things for the family. And I also did another documentary about a 75-year-old man also who lives alone actually in Okanja Park, and it received a lot of attention. So I came across people contacting me on TikTok, on Facebook, asking for the contact details, if they can just go and help the man, just to cook for him, and also just to wash his clothes and all that. And and I kind of got recognized globally, like within Africa and everything, because I did a video recently about an app. It's actually one of the student app that I use, and I the owner, actually the people behind the app actually contacted me, and they requested like to have an interview with them. So yeah, it's just amazing things. So yeah,
amazing. Nowhere else but up.
Yeah, only.
What about you, Kaino?
Okay, for me, one of the successes is just seeing my channel grow. Like, it makes me happy that I'm putting out content there and people like the content. So I love that. And also meeting meeting new people that are having the same interest as you. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, a few of the successes that I've obviously encountered, I'm just seeing your YouTube channel grow from where you started to now where it's at, and also reaching a few of your milestones, like reaching the 1,000 subscribers, getting closer to your watch hours, and also just creating content that people can relate to a point where they actually appreciate your work, and you create a small community of people that actually watch your channel and that just show you so much love. For me, that has been a huge success.
Amazing. I love to hear that. But obviously I can't let you go without finding out from you what for example, if I'm to start a YouTube channel, if I'm to start a YouTube channel, or I already have a YouTube channel rather, if I'm to start a YouTube channel, how do I ensure that my content is actually it's actually different, it has a sense of some originality without trying to copy too much? And also, what advice that now ties in with the advice that you would give me as a Namibian YouTuber trying to just kickstart and actually get somewhere?
Okay, I think for me, it's just to create content. You want to be different from others, right?
Yeah.
So you maybe, like for me, my editing skills, I try to, do different, use different editing skills.
Yeah.
And also just put in some fun, like maybe when you are vlogging and then you do a funny thing, just to make it fun also for other people when they are watching. And advice that I will give to someone that wants to start a YouTube channel, just start. Start with what you have, and then you will grow from where you started.
Yes.
Exactly.
Don't wait apparently to have a camera, and then that's when you start. No, just start with your phone.
What about you, Elizabeth?
Okay, so for me, like I ensure that my content is actually different from others. It's in my terms of maybe of editing, my editing skills, and I also make sure that the content that I put there is the content that I will actually also if I was in the shoes of the viewer, it's the content that I also love to watch and everything. So yeah, and just also learning constantly, because YouTube, learn just how to customize your channel, like your videos and everything, so that it reaches actually the people, the intended viewers, the people that are interested in that content. And you just make sure that the type of keywords, the text and everything that you use, and actually also just make sure that you are truthful. Your content, don't put like don't put a title that is actually not clickable, like a title that is actually, you click on the title, but then when you watch the video, it's actually something totally different. So
for me, it's basically just ensuring that the content that I produce aligns with my morals, aligns with what I believe in, and just making sure that I'm not someone that's just out there trying to create content that everyone else is creating, just because it's getting a lot of views, or it's currently popping, or people are into that. No, I need to make sure that what I produce basically aligns with who I am, what I believe in, and it's also content that I'm also willing to watch. And also what I would advise you is to know and find out your niche. Because when you find out your niche, you know what content you want to produce. And also just taking time to master the art. So take time to learn how to edit better. Take time to learn how to how YouTube works, getting your music onto YouTube without getting copyright, which I feel like we deal with that a lot. And just things like that. I feel like just taking time to get to know more about the app.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us. But before I give you guys a chance to give us a final comment, you guys like as YouTubers, this was the first one I expected you to mention, because so many people struggle with this. Inconsistency. You need to be very consistent. You need to be very consistent, because I'm struggling with inconsistency there on the YouTube. So consistency is very important, guys. But like, what are your final comments for our viewers?
Okay, so please do subscribe to our channels. Do the most. And thank you for having me on the panel.
Okay, so for me, guys, if you are out there and you want maybe to be a content creator, so just start from wherever you are, and just with whatever you have. So and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels.
Thank you so much for having us. It was really a pleasure being here.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Some of you had such short notice as well. So thank you. Right, there you have it, Social Leak, today's episode of The Social Leak, where we really touched into YouTube. We got to find out a little bit about how to create content that is true to self and true to viewers, and the successes and challenges that Namibian YouTubers face. Until next week, it's of course, out Wiedersehen.